Hello, welcome to the Black Cat Intuitive channel. For this latest set of intuition development exercises called Historical Events, you will intuit what historical event is placed in the jar, and I will be your guide to ask various questions about the nature and energy surrounding this event. You could have a pen and paper to write down your answers from this exercise, or just commit your answers to memory while doing this exercise. Do whatever works best for you. I will reveal what historical event is placed in this jar at the end of the video after you have gone through the intuition development exercise. So watch your breath in and out, in and out. Feel yourself go into a state of relaxation. And as you go into this state of relaxation, you are going to access that part of you, that intuitive, inner knowing, higher self that knows, that simply knows. For this particular exercise, we are going to take a trip into history. We are going to visit an event which may or may not have affected you, your soul, or your past life incarnations. It may have affected you profoundly, or it may have been a blip on your reality which barely touched the surface of your existence. Nonetheless, I want you to look down a path. This path is called the path of history. Now, you do not know the event that I have placed in this jar, which is why this exercise will be enhancing to your intuition development as well as perhaps your healing past life journey. So, walk down this path. Keep walking, walking, walking until you sense you've come to a place, a fork on the road, which will make it easy to view this historical event that I have placed in the jar. Walk down this path. Keep walking, walking, walking. And now, stop. You have come to a place where you may view this historical event from a safe place. Your guides will stand beside you and help you view this event from a place where you can view it accurately, but also keep your emotional and ethereal body safe. So, look at this event. I know that you do not know yet consciously what the historical event is, but from this vantage point, from the intuitive area in your brain that you are coming from at this point, your subconscious and superconscious mind knows what the event is that I have placed in the jar. So I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, your higher self, your intuitive self, some questions about the event, about this time in history. First off, what details can you glean from this event and the sort of the energy surrounding the event? Just write down what comes to mind, the details, the smells, the sights, the sounds, and perhaps most importantly, the emotional elements of the event. Write down and remember whatever comes to mind that helps you know the root basics of what went on this event. This will aid in your intuition development. Now, I want you to ask yourself another question. Ask your intuitive self, your self that knows. How did this event affect you? Ask yourself, did you have a past life in this or any other sort of association and connection with this experience, with this event? Ask yourself if perhaps you had a past life or any other connection to this event. If you're not completely sure, just write down what comes to mind. Just allow your superconscious mind, your intuitive self to just write down or remember what comes to mind. Did it affect you? Did it affect other people around you? Think of these questions or any other questions that comes to mind and just allow the answers to come to you. It will all come together to form a full picture when you are done this exercise. Now, if you want, you can take one more look at the event. You may want to write down more details, or even take a guess at what the event actually is. Before you walk back from this event, intend that there be a healing in regards to this event, both towards all of humanity throughout time, or towards yourself if you had a past life, or if your soul was in other ways connected to this event. So now is the time to pause the video if you want to continue to remote view this event and maybe ask yourself questions that I have not even thought of in regards to this event. So if you want to do that, pause the video at this time to further remote view the event if you want to do that, because I'm going to reveal what the event that you were remote viewing actually is. So walk back up the path and return to this present space and time, this now. And I'm going to reveal what the event actually is. So let's look at the jar. And so it's a rather dark event in history, the Holocaust from World War II, around the years 1941 to 1945. So you may have picked up various dark elements of this sad time in history, such as death, genocide, or a feeling of extreme fear and extreme despair. Let me know in the comments section what you intuitively picked up from this event, and even if you picked up that you had a past life during this dark time in history. Alright, thank you for participating in this intuition development exercise.